Return protector.
Minimum 75
extra room bena sama. Kalau itu bonai logo pada. वो रख गया था इसीलिए बारिश में
Okay, brake light okay. Okay. Rear lamps okay. Tail lamps okay. Horn. Thank you. Headlamps. Yep. Indicator. Where are the rear indicators? Other one. Clean wipers. Okay. Start. Middle में right? Or good, you are cleared. Thank you.
बेटा साइज है सब अच्छा वहाँ पे ट्यूब ना कमेंडर जाओ लेके
अभी कर दो फटाफट काम खत्म होगा
इसी को खोल के लगा दो अरे वहाँ पूछो ना राज को पूछो ना अभी आप से करेंगे वो करके हम भी हमारा तो लाते चाहिए वही तो बोला ये जिप्सी बलून
tail lamps, rear lamps. Okay. वाइपर देख लो वर्किंग
Remove and keep it here. They explained you very good? Akash? Yeah. So we need the way they explain you, the stickers the same way. What thing? The Apollo sticker should be there on the bonnet. You have one more big sticker. No, big sticker. Okay, then this should be on the bonnet. The rest, you have to put all the stickers. Yeah, okay. चटनी है तो ला लो
उधर से मतलब उसमें पकड़ नहीं रहा ना बेल्ट को
अच्छा प्लास्टर कर दो स्क्वायर हो गया
उसको ये भी वो चाहिए
आ जाओ प्रिपेयर्ड है
ये एक्स्ट्रा पकाने का और पटा अगर 3 इंच का है तो 6 इंच का लेके आने का हैवी वेट वाला
जो ट्रैक पे ध्यान रखना इनके ट्रैक पे ध्यान रखना है बस बच कर रहना इनसे उन्हें कवर होना बोल
उसको उससे ज़्यादा छोड़ देना नेम एंड ब्लड ग्रुप नहीं डाले
है ना
हाँ चल
लगेगा बोल रहा था अच्छा टेप लगा दो उसको
कितने साल करोगे यार कितने साल करोगे गाड़ी देंगे धोखे कर देना
जो भी है बैकग्राउंड में ऊपर अच्छा टेप लगा दो कवर कर दो
सीट बेल्ट कवर
अरे नहीं कूदेगा अच्छा थोड़ा ही कूदेगा एसी आने के लिए ज़्यादा ये लोग गर्म हो जाते हैं ठंडा करने के लिए आप करोगे
हाय हाय
Where are you man
RFC चलेगा
अभी 4 चलेगा क्या आगे से पता जाएगा
कैसे कवर कर दो
चलो ठीक है निकालो सामान निकालो
ग्लव्स के लिए कितना ढूंढा मालूम ये ग्लव्स के लिए कितना ढूंढा घर
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
ऐसा नीचे फाइनेंस कितने करता है क्या
थोड़ा बड़ा ये कैसा है ये ठीक है महेंद्र महेंद्र ये तेल है ना तेल है ना हिंदी हेलमेट फर्स्ट वन हेलमेट पास है सर
You saw?
Tools తీసుకొని రామని చెప్పు యా వీడియో
రెడ్డి తార్లో ఆయనకి డబ్బా ఇచ్చాయి కదా ఆ డబ్బా తొందరగా
గోవా ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ
ఏం చెప్పిండు
ये छोड़ेगा भी नहीं पकड़े तो ये वाला मैं ब्रेक सीट लोग उठना tube or piece or whatever so that it's insulated, that's all. Oscar, you fit in. Break. ठीक है जी हमको बताओ इससे गाड़ी उड़ती उड़ती तो नहीं है ये जो तुम कहीं फ्लाई व्लाई करना लग जाएगा उधर ये सीट बेल्ट पीछे चाहिए हाँ ये भी पीछे चाहिए अभी कर देंगे अभी करो जल्दी करो फटाफट नहीं अभी जस्ट 2 सेकंड
अरे ला बाहर डब्बा ला जा
दोनों करना पड़ेगा ना
ठीक है
हाँ दोनों कर देगा दोनों बैक साइड
Has to go around your big gap, not over your legs. Okay? So both have to go back.
हाँ जी बोलिए हाँ जी नमस्कार बोलिए मेरे को मेरी जगह आपको मालूम है आपने ऑलरेडी डिलीवर किया पहले मटेरियल क्या चार्ज लेंगे मैंने आपसे और आपकी गाड़ी आती है आजकल तो मुझे दे दीजिए डिलीवरी 800 तो सब वो है ना भाड़ा है एक्स्ट्रा 800 रुपये लेंगे देखिए बाबू जी को डिलीवरी देना है छोटी सा लो तो क्या लेंगे बताओ
से चीज ये
दिस इज अल्कोहल टेस्ट
Because I had my COVID shot, I couldn't get a needle for 2 weeks. So I couldn't have my tetanus shot last week.
so that is the reason why I got yes please
I'll take a photo of it because I don't know if we get one of the last 10 years. And even if that rule wasn't in there, I wouldn't allow it.
You cannot change it.
Yes, you can.
Those are all flexible pipe, hard plastic pipe. You cannot get them very
Level has to be an engine bay and a cargo in the cab. The only one I'd allow on a cab, if an FJ40 turned up original, when the fuel tanks used to be under the seat.
See, these pipes and all, you can't get them. These are all stock pipes and then got them separately made. You can't get them crimped, yeah? You don't have that facility.
Yeah, but it's not a pressure sort.
One particular pipe which you will not be able to make.
Well, I'm just saying no, but if you want to take it up with Ashish, he'll talk to me. So you'll have to, as he's the basically competition manager as such, we've got a competition committee on chief scrutiny and half an hour ago working to do this. Okay, so if he gets back to me, just start it up again. Just a little bit higher idle. No, just a little few more revs. Just a little bit more. Just hold it. Just a bit more. Just hold it there. Blue box.
No, I want to see. Oh.
Some sweet. The last one. Hi. Hello.
Hi. What is this?
This is made with cashew nut.
Oh.
Because this need to be covered.
रबर का दुकान एक रबर का दुकान लगा होगा जी
So ये निकाल के ना
ओके
meeting से just cover this.
ओके go frame अपने हमारा ड्राइवर से पूछो वो अपना ट्रक ड्राइवर है ना
No.
Santosh, where is the second battery?
Inside covered.
Achha, it's covered. Can we see?
Ashish bhai. Call him, no?
He's got to bring that this thing rubber match
But it is covered.
It's completely covered.
it's covered
Totally covered. Totally covered. I just want to ask where it is.
yes
You
complete
should not go with single battery. Otherwise there will be problem. So you kept it hard, you hidden it because it should not get stolen or something?
कॉम्पैक्ट बनाने के चक्कर में जो इधर पे टॉप फिट करते हैं
Yeah, Santosh, have you filled it? Yeah. The sign you both sign.
Who else went and put the sticker? I gave it to
अच्छा ओके भाई चलिए
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, take care, good day, all the best. आराम से आराम से
just to get the trophy. The guy from Kerala is part of Punjab team, Punjab team is part of Maharashtra team. That was just team trophy. Let us make a team and try to win. Team trophy concept was coming from one state, one team. Not just gaming theory हो रहा था. IPL जैसा हुआ ना, गोवा the OCD Off-Roaders Club of Goa. Right.
Ready?
क्या सिद्धू सब कर रहे थे कौन सिद्धू कर रहा था
हाँ सर.
सिद्धू कर रहा
कोई भी कीजिए ना सर.
था ये हो गया कि नहीं हुआ है
नहीं हुआ है ना.
अच्छा तो
वो बोला मेरा खाली हेलमेट और डायरेक्शन
एक पहले बोनेट पे अपोलो का डाल दो।
वो सबसे ज़रूरी, हर कोई वही पढ़ रहा है मुझे।
दोनों दो डोर पे दो स्टिकर नंबर
अपोलो का सामने बोर्ड पे लगाइए, बाकी सारा लगा दीजिए।
टायर भी बोल दो, मैं ऊपर लगा
नहीं टायर मत लगाओ।
एक टायर आपको भी
यहाँ पे लगा
Yeah. Oh, just take that one out and put that on. And, this one's probably bolted to the right bolt anyway. So move that
This side is better. This side is better. This is back here.
An Australian invention. One didn't invent this cable then. One of my competitors back in Australia did it. And of course everyone's copied. The idea was for that, was to put it over your head when you started the stage, but it's all changed now. So the whole was to get over you, to wear it when you start to compete. So, good old Aussie invention. By Thailand.
कार्ड दे दिया आपने बदौलत, मतलब सिद्धू को दिया तो भर दो फिर, कोई इशू नहीं, कोई भी करेगा तो है। मेरे को लगा हाँ दौलत करना है ना, अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। They just bought, they think they have to find a place to fix it off.
Because if that comes off, it's going to
This
kill
need to be
someone.
fixed somewhere. Need to be इसको fix कर दो. Just anything else you can see?
I can't see. It was only moving that one back to there.
What?
Moving the seatbelt back to there.
They have to put it in the back?
Yeah.
But it's almost behind, it's on the ground, it's okay. Even if it's here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it has to be back there.
So is it okay here or they need to be with what there?
Back there.
For the back there, okay. Anything else?
It seems to be right.
Okay. करूँगा मैं और सीट बेल्ट डेविड बोल रहा है कि पीछे वाले में करवा।
सर पिछली बार पिछले थे वो अगला करवाए, दोनों है मेरे पास ऑप्शन। वो हर बार वही करता है, दोनों ऑप्शन है मेरे पास, ये भी है ये भी है, दोनों है। उसमें पीछे होता है तब बोलता है आगे करो, जब आगे होता है वो करने का वो 5 मिनट नहीं है, प्रोविजन है मेरे पास।
और वो सामने ना बैटरी एक बार गाड़ी ऑन करना बैटरी। तो बैटरी का कवर एक और दूसरा ये बेल्ट और ये और बैटरी का एक रबर का कपड़ा भी ले आना
चले
सामने वाली बैटरी पे
असं तर ते त्याच्यावर टाय क्लिपनेच बांधून घेऊ काहीतरी,
बाकी वो हेलमेट
वो तो मेरे आ जाएंगे
आ जाएंगे। हाँ फोटो चेकिंग है अपन राज कधी नाही होईत
पापी तो महाराज मुझे
ना 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 अपन और ये तीन चीजें हैं सामान
हो जाएगा सर।
फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर, बैटरी कवर और ये सीट बेल्ट, 4 चीजें होगी।
सर हो गया समझो आप। ग्लव्स एंड हेलमेट्स दूसरा गाड़ी में काम पाएगा सब आपको। सर फोटो निकालनी है, निकालो इसमें नाम है।
ये भी निकालनी है। नहीं कोई बात नहीं। इधर आया ना वो डाल दिया
हाँ अच्छा हो गया
Sure, take care, all the best.
Thank you.
Just put it also inside. And if you get time,
नहीं सिलिकॉन है अभी लगा के इधर सुबह तक सूख जाएगा
हाँ बस सिलिकॉन लगा और सिलिकॉन प्लास्टिक को
ठीक है
लगा देंगे
सिलिकॉन लगाएंगे एट नाइट
तुम्हारे लिए भी इजी रहेगा चलो टेक केयर ऑल द बेस्ट लगा ले सब
सोबतलं वायपर आण म्हणून
तो वायपर का म्हणजे
वायपर मरे
वायपर खायचं
खयलायला पण सगळ्यांनी आम्ही टांगलाय म्हणून हे बघ
Dual batteries, 2 batteries.
Under here, on both the sides.
But it is secure.
Yeah, it's secure.
Can you open the bonnet?
Yeah, sure.
Last time also it was the same India, no? But just
Automatic gearbox only. This time it's manual.
so this is manual or what? Because last time they were losing the power and some more time. Where it was required, it was not getting it.
Overflow. We have poured more oil inside, that's it. So that has come out. So the thing is, this is the overflow thing. Whenever I use it, it used to come out.
Put it somewhere. ठीक है पीछे बढ़ा दो.
It was there only.
That's okay, small, just for your checkers or 4 checkers on the vehicle
On the
only.
vehicle only.
दूसरी भी इधर ये यहाँ जाना दिस इज अ फॉर्च्यूनर इन फॉर्च्यूनर गियर बॉक्स
हो सकता है मीटिंग कर रखी हो
अबे जल्दी निकाल, छुटका लग रहा है. गरम है.
बेल्ट दिया है ठीक है हाँ जी कर दो जी
इंजीनियर वाली
एक ही है यहाँ पर मेटल है शांत मेटल एल्युमिनियम है
वही बोला था एल्युमिनियम और दूसरा मटेरियल होता है वो
नहीं ये तो नॉर्मल है देखो
पूरा एल्युमिनियम है
Just tell you, while I just saw this,
पीछे बोल्ट है पीछे
they should be coming up out of there. Same as you said, you'll go and sit about there now, they should bring you back. But this is
अच्छे से बचा उधर दोबारा टाइम होता है एक बार वीडियो बना रहा था तेरा
It's coming off the top. That's the front. No. It has to go on from the bottom, from the front. This was the front of the vehicle. It's going on at the top.
लाला एक मिनट आइए वही समझा रहा है किसी तरह
So if you're winching like that, not only are you winching against the vehicle weight, you're winching against the brake.
So basically what we've done is we've done it like this.
Yep.
It should be like this.
It should be, that's the front, just pretend this is the front of the car.
Yeah.
It should be going on from the bottom.
नीचे से कह रहा है आगे नीचे
और ऑप्शन
विंच वैसे ही चलता है
Okay.
अभी वो उल्टा घूमेगा
Even though it's from the bottom, it's backwards.
नहीं लोड नहीं लेती
आपको उसकी polarity reverse करनी पड़ेगी. That's what again what we have done in that vehicle, right? Change the polarity onto the switch. That's what.
No,
Okay.
doesn't matter. It's working against the brake when you're winching, and it won't hold if you're on a hill hanging off it because there's no brake. But when you're winching like that, you're winching against the brake and the weight of the car. So that's the front. Just regardless, that's the front has to go in from underneath.
David, I thought I fucking learned something about off-roading. You make me look like shit, mate. Fucking hell. Well, nice to have you back.
Don't know.
झंडा फहरा रहा हूँ.
चल भैया उल्टा घुमा दे उल्टा
अगर उल्टी घुमानी है तो हमें रिच आउट पे डालनी पड़ेगी ना
वो भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा ना
ये रास्ता निकालना पड़ेगा
क्यों करना है वो कैसे निकालने से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा इतनी रोल कर रहे हैं अभी नीचे से आ रही है पहले ऊपर से आ रही थी रिच आउट करते Is it right now? It's not a road like this. It's kind of yes. Is it a battery problem?
You're going fast all the time.
See, now it's going fast. Sometimes it's going fast, sometimes it's going slow.
You should be going fast with the battery.
Already I have to do it mine. We have only one
मैंने बोला था मेरे को जानता नहीं ऐसा ये क्या रहेगा भाई सीट बेल्ट होगा ये तुम्हारा पीछे आना चाहिए पीछे पहली बार सीट बेल्ट
सॉरी स्टेज में हाथ जोड़ के चला कह टाइट पर मैं होगी टाइट इतना नहीं मैं 7 बजे ले आता गाड़ी इतने पॉइंट नहीं करते मेरा
आने चला रूम कितना आज देखो ना देख में वो
Their rope is on backwards.
heavy, બધું heavy onto.
Doesn't worry me.
one more
Car's still coming in from the top. It's at the front.
it's coming from the below
No. Listen.
Okay.
When they're normally hooked up,
Okay.
they come in from the bottom.
Okay.
Correct? Now, if you use it that way, you will not have a brake on a hill. And when you try to winch the weight of the car, not only are you pulling the weight of the car, you are forcing the brake on.
oh good we just
Put it around the other way. You're not the only one. It was, I saw one, a few could have slipped away, it just stood out. They've got it coming in, oh, it has to pull in from the bottom. But when it's at, that's when it's at the front.
50% tire.
No, when it wears out, you put that up there.
Trying to put some spikes.
If you pull that through, so that's the way it should be. So the back should come on the bottom.
that's it
Anyways, the moral is jumping on.
You feel the paint off, Yogesh?
అది ఓకే లాస్ట్ బ్లాక్ కన్నా అది
Rainforest Challeng.
ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ
Yes.
No, one more big one. Yeah, no, we are not added. We are completely added now. It's done. It's undone. It has to be in the vehicle. 11 2 है. 11 is mentioned 2 times. See that. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರೀ ಆ ಟೂಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಡಬಹುದು just carry the tool yeah Sidhu carry only the tool not the box only the tool should be secured yeah it's secured okay then put it there
it's open
Hello. Yeah, you can secure this. Okay. This thing, no? You can put it. Okay. Okay.
Hey, इधर है कौन निकालेगा वो भड़क रहा है वो इसका आगे निकाल के रखा था इधर अरे वो दूसरा वो फायर किधर लगाएगा उधर सीट के नीचे व्हेन यू वांट टू फिक्स बिलो दैट पता है चेक और इधर ना अपना क्या है गाइड दिखा आपको क्या वाला मान चले शेयरिंग में चलना गाइड अभी होगा दुकान है मैंने रखा ऊपर राइट साइड अभी इंडिकेटर है ना
कवर्ड है रेडिएटर आती है
Inside? Okay.
It has to go through
We'll
those
get it
holes.
from inside.
Yeah, we do that.
We'll do it from inside.
They are on the floor. In or out.
Sad it doesn't
Last one. ठीक है डी शेक लेके ग्लास
लगे ग्लास लेके
चार्जिंग जाओगे
थैंक यू मेरे को मालूम था कहीं ना कहीं बजाने के प्लान में ढूंढा बेचारे ने क्या कहीं मिल जाए समीर लेकिन नहीं मिला बोले मेरे से ज़्यादा हरानी है ये गाड़ी में निकाल रहा हूँ वरना ये और कुछ निकालेगा
Where's my hand cleaner? Lights off.
Yes, you do this. अगर साथ में क्लिक यार सब सामान निकाल ले बाहर प्लीज फोटो खींचनी ये जरा फोटो खींचना इसके सारे सामान दिस टू लाइट है
ये आलू दादा तेव्हा आकाश काय बोलतो
उसको भरना आलू
त्याला काय ते 17 काय तुला
नाही नाही काम झालं
सुदेश सुदेश send this ये ऐसे ही रहेगा Is your stickers here?
Sorry?
Just clean it and put it. Yes. Request to someone if they have dirty clothes.
Yes, sir.
Type, size, numbers, then your signature, driver signature.
जी 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 हो गया फील करने के लिए लिया
Blue plant type. Plant.
और सिक्योरिटी बहुत अच्छे से है
Bolts.
पीछे के पूरे लगे हुए हैं वही लाने गया था
ये मेरा सेट है
आपके पास मेरा फैमिली पैक हम सब लास्ट मोमेंट पे गेयर में उतार के सब मैनुअल करते उसको कर लिया मैनुअल कर दिया and if you can take a video I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. Now it is too late. Okay? Weight और पट्टा सब
Yeah, but do some Google searching and do a proper knot. That's not proper knot.
वो आपको ढूंढ रहे थे
गाड़ी के पास अरे कार्ड लेंगे गाड़ी के पास नहीं क्या था बंदा स्लीव वगैरे पाहिजे तर सरळ नवीन चोप टाकून घेऊ मला मारी आणि पास करून घेऊ जाऊ दे आपण टाकून स्टेजला टाकू
Put it through the centre. Yeah, open it up. A pen. Yeah, a pen. Tape will turn. Snake's tail that a bit cleaned up and then just feed it down the centre. Push it out and then just pull it tight. Away you go.
Thank you, sir.
Or find someone who can do the proper knot, and I don't know, and that wasn't the proper knot.
युट्यूबवर बघ रोप कशी बांधायची तुम्ही स्पेअर नाही टाकायचं मला कळलंच नाही नाही मला वेणी घालता येते दादा पण ते माझ्याकडे नहीं स्लीव नहीं है ना अभी स्लीव नहीं है तो नया रोप डाल देता हूँ स्पेयर में रख देता हूँ फिर हम लोग स्पेयर में रख देंगे नया आ रहा है ट्रक में।
इसका जाड़े का क्या बेनिफिट है, ये ओवरलैपिंग नहीं होता, अंदर फंसता नहीं है। जब फिर से निकलना पड़े ना तो खींच के भी निकल सकता है। जो पतला रहता है ना वो साला अंदर एक दूसरे के साथ
आप आज भी देखोगे ना मेरी दो प्रतियों में उधर से भी सुनूंगा जैसे काम बहुत हो रहे होंगे आप सकत दिखी अभी आप भैया भैया क्या बोला आगे इनका नाम था पसी बरोबर ना दोन्ही काम झाले ना ऑइल ऑइल तुम्ही एकदा सामान त्याला सगळं खोला लावा हळूहळू
some of you could make it last year as well, but I'm glad that those who missed in the last 2 years are back. Doc and various other people. It's wonderful to see all of you. I'd just like to finish with the formal parts first. So I'd like to thank our partners this year for our RFC, which is Apollo Tires, Come Up Winches, Brute Force, Tan, Rohit is here somewhere, and Manipal Hospitals. As far as Manipal is concerned, a special thanks to Shalom, who's one of our officials. He's been coming here for many years from Manipal Hospital in Bangalore. And last year we had a chat, and this year he moved the whole system within Manipal Hospital to make sure that we got the medical support for free for the first time. So thank you, Shalom. So RFC at Goa, there's a story that I'm dying to share with you. We every year get permissions from an organization in the government called the State Level Permissions Committee, SLPC. Very nice setup, 15-member committee. You're called for a presentation. People from police, fire, chief secretary, tourism secretary, all of them sit around a table. And then and there, at the end of your presentation, they give you a decision, whether it's happening or not. And rest is all processed, and minutes and signing and all that. So that's what has been happening for the last 7 years. This year, we applied for permissions, and we were told that the state level permission committee has been abolished. So there's no one to give you permission. But anyhow, the file was there, and it reached the Minister for Tourism, and he signed off, and we were told, you've got your permission. We were very happy. After a few days, we were told that there's a new body which has been constituted. It's called the Goa Tourism Board. And henceforth, all decisions on such events will be taken by the Goa Tourism Board. But they haven't really constituted it yet. There is no body, there's no chairman. So when it happens, then everything else will happen. So we were all again very nervous as to what's going to happen. This is deja vu, right? So I told him, stay here for 5 years and do it. I'm out of it. But yeah, I mean, that's encouraging that if we want it, at least the government is happy to have us. They actually said, we like the kind of tourists you bring to Goa. We're happy with your event. So go on and do it. All right. A lot of discussion this year happened on, let's find new sites. We're bored of going to the same sites from competitors. We try, like we try every year. So I think between me and Ashish now, there's hardly a site in Goa that we must have not visited. But there's a lot of issues. Whoever has the land, they're either fighting over that land, multiple family debates, disputes. Either it belongs to a comunidad or the panchayat or a temple committee, and nobody can take a decision, and very complicated. So finally, after a lot of promising, hopes, etc., we ended up back to where we've been going. Private sites with proper agreements, legally paid for. Fine, we'll make the most of it. So that's what happened. This year, a couple of people, couple of regulars are not here. It's the evolution of the event. People retire, new people come in. Except there are some diehards who have been coming, and it's their 8th year. So I'd like to welcome Kabir back for the 8th year. And Daulat as well. 8 out of 8. And believe it or not, Cedric as well. He's not here. But yeah, so 3 of them still standing. It would have been up enough too, but he missed it last year. So yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Right. So that's awesome, guys. Welcome back. Also a very special welcome to the first timers. A lot of new first-time drivers and a lot of new first-time co-drivers. So big welcome to all of them, and I'm sure you guys will have a lot of fun. Okay, I'm just going to run through. So the officials for the event, we've circulated the lists already. You know who are the SS teams, mostly familiar faces. Other than that, of course, the competition committee is sitting right there. Ashish is the CRO, Vijay sir, who was here last year with us as well, and MMM, some of you know him, is back again from Australia. And so, you know, the key officials, of course, the course and all that, we'll meet all of them over the next few years. Quickly, the event schedule. So, the prologue, tomorrow and day after, at the Zuri property, and then the Predator at the Maina property for 2 days. We'll finish Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then we move for the Twilight Zone on Thursday. So we've gone back to Twilight after many years. The last time we did it was 2016. And I think it's going to be fun. So we'll do it, and in the middle. So we go back all the way to North Goa to this forest plantation, which we got permissions for. And we are planning something really special, very different, right, David? So that will be the Twilight Zone. And there's no camp there, so we just go there in the morning, finish the Twilight, and we come back. And then Friday, Saturday, the Terminator, which is at the Varna Lutolim area. As you know, no convoys, just please land up there at the right time. And locations have been shared. If anybody still doesn't know where the sites are, just feel free to call us and get in touch. We'd like to go live with the stages at 9 in the morning every day. So please help us. Please get there in time. And we'll give you the reporting time every day. But 9 if we start, then we can end the day at a decent time. You can go back, get some beer, enjoy yourselves. Except the Twilight Zone. So Twilight may start a little later. We don't think you'll ever reach there by 8, 9 in the morning. So it'll be a little later, but we'll tell you. Maybe 10ish or something. Then we can spend the whole day inside the jungle. Okay. We come back here on next Saturday. We probably have stages on Saturday morning as well. And then we finish prize distribution here at 5:30, followed by a closing night party, which will be by the poolside. Okay, COVID, yes, it's gone away, hopefully, but COVID rules still apply. So please, minimum crowding around start boxes, some social distancing, see if you can find some sanitizer, use it, wear masks when the government guys come for an inspection. And just minimize the crowding. We will request you to sort of restrict movement of vehicles, jamming your entire sites inside. We've issued service stickers, so those vehicles obviously will be allowed, but let's not have a lot of traffic. You are the ones who will not make it to the start otherwise. In terms of food, so we're trying a slightly different thing this year. We're not setting up that regular food buffet that we used to do for you guys. So we'll be issuing you food tokens every day in the morning. There'll be 2 food trucks there. We worked out a menu with those food trucks, and everything will be in multiples of those tokens. So you can go at 11 and have a chai and a patty. You can go at 1 o'clock, have some biryani. You can go at 4 o'clock and have a sandwich and whatever. But till the tokens run out, so keep sort of using them. That's probably the way. And you have a choice of the 2 trucks. If you don't like the burger here, you can go to the other truck. And whatever number of tokens they bring to me at night, I'll have to pay for, so which we'll handle. I just mentioned somewhere about external assistance for recovery or repair. I mean, I think it's very clear to all of you, if you guys have a topple or something and you are recovering yourself, great. If you need assistance, then it's obviously after a DNF. But you cannot take assistance and then continue to do a stage. I mean, we had a situation last year where a car caught fire, spectators threw bottles of water, fire was put out, and then they started again.
Again, Chetan
And one more thing, the fire extinguisher was not working.
So take a DNF, no? If you need help, you can't put out the fire and take off. Anyhow, but then, God has a way of doing justice. All right, handling cable, again, one of the very confusing and controversial one, but I think it's now fairly clear, and we've written it even in the score book and everywhere. While driving or winching, if you're driving or you're continuing to winch and you handle the cable, it's a penalty. Otherwise, if you stop driving, stop winching, you can put the dampener, you can move the cable, do whatever. It's different from crossing a live wire. That is different. I'm not talking about that. The minute it's connected, you cross, it's live, that is a penalty. But handling, so just make sure that in your excitement, your co-drivers don't go rushing to detach the cable from the tree trunk protector while you're still driving. That will be a penalty. Stop and then they can do it. Otherwise, it will be pretty okay.
If it is in tension.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
If it's not in tension.
Huh?
If it's not in tension and hold it driving, then.
If
it's not in tension.
Huh?
And if it's driving.
So why would he be holding it?
No, like let's say it's gone under
the co-driver rushing towards the tree and trying to unhook it, and the driver is driving towards the tree, and there is no
No,
tension
that's
between
handling
the people.
cable. Yeah, Sesame, don't confuse us. That's handling cable. Everybody knows that. You just yeah, just stop now. Yeah, I mean again we'll have fights on that start box key. Was it moving? Was it? Okay, snatch block. Let's snatch block point. Favorite point of Chetan again. So we actually written it this time. So you said if you do change the direction of the cable, or you use to reduce the load, you must pass it through a snatch block. So you can't use what David is going to show you. I think. Any cables? You can. I mean, no, not through a D-shackle. Only snatch block.
Do we need the two dampeners for the
Yeah.
with two lines?
Yeah, and joining any two straps, etc., through shackles. So no knots and stuff. Clear. One last thing which we've added, and we really want your cooperation on this. You know, there have been instances of events in other parts of the country where the events run very nicely, very safely, but because of the overexcitement of the service team, not even in a stage, just in transport, etc., incidents have happened, and they bring a bad name to the whole event, plus risk people, etc. So please, I mean, everywhere, in the sites, on the road, please drive with utmost caution, no speed testing, no driving around here and there, and riding on top of the vehicle. Again, I mean, I don't know how safe it is, but the cars just come back after a stage, everything is really hot, and everybody jumps onto that car, sits on the bonnet and on the roof, and they take the car for service. If somebody falls off or gets burnt, it'll be very, very serious. So I'm sure you can find a way out, but please don't encourage those practices. They can drive, they can bring another vehicle, service vehicle, etc. But just that's one big request. That's it. There's nothing else which has changed in the rules. And my only last thing is, yes, we've got some merchandise like always. If you want, you can pick that up from Raghav. And if you, before the questions, I'd just like to let David and Ashish just give you a little bit of their views. David, you want to say something?
It is such a great pleasure to be back. It's been a long 2 years for me. Okay, just a quick one. Look what I've got. This is a prize for Kabir, because I stole it from him today. If anyone's got one of these and want to use it, don't even think about it. Okay? These cannot be used as a snatch block or change of direction. Not correct, it has to go through a snatch block. And Kabir, come and get your present, please. I was waiting to see one of these all day, and as he was one of the late ones, I found it. So we'll give it to him.
Give it on the last day.
Don't have it in the car. I'd like to thank everyone for stuff that the scrutineers picked out, and myself. You've tried to rectify it, which is fantastic. All I can say over the week is stay safe. Do not abuse the officials. If they say you got a penalty, accept it and put notes down if you don't agree with it. There's only 4 people in this event, and I don't want abuse, that make the real decisions. 2 there, and us here, the competition committee. The officials that are there voluntary, so they'll treat you with respect, you treat them with respect. And when they say please leave the finish box, if you don't leave the finish box, as far as I'm concerned, it will be a DNS. Just go out, put your comments down and do it. With Ashes, Yogesh and Kiran, where are they? Stand up, guys. These are my merry men. And along with some great help from young labourers, I think we've been able to set courses. Hopefully they're as good as what Yogesh and Kiran said last year. You will enjoy them. We're into old areas. But just go out there and enjoy, stay safe, and remember, if you think it's bad, it's only going to get worse. Thank you.
Good evening. No more puppy yaad hai na? Acha guys, thank you for coming in. Standing here is a proud Goan basically, and the way Ashish described Goa and the Goan government, I mean, it's really a moment of pride for me. And for the first time, I should say that a lot of Goans have come forward and helped me try and do the event. Sairaj Kudalkar, Sairaj Burkule, then Kaustubh, my son Tej also is here. Then Jayant always has been there. Sunesh, thank you so much. I mean, Goans are now taking interest. Yeah, so thank you. Ragnar, of course. Yeah. Now, first and foremost, I am the CRO. Your first point of contact. If there is any issue with any marshal, please don't talk back to them. I know gussa aayega, sabko aayega. Don't get back to the marshals, come and talk to me. If I can't settle it, go to the competition committee with 6,000 rupees, protest. No? Okay, you can give it to me. So if you are not satisfied with my answer, go back to the competition committee, file your protest, no issues. But please, we don't expect you to abuse the marshals, we don't expect you to argue with the marshals. I think Ashish sir has decided upon something, if it is, no, it's written in the rule. Yeah. And guys, enjoy the event. We try to get you more properties. I mean, I've never traveled so much in the last 7 years the way I've traveled this year. I try to get more properties, new properties, but that's it what Goa has got to offer. Enjoy whatever you can do. Win the event, whoever is the best, may the best person win. And increase brotherhood, that's all. Thank you so much. Thank you, have a great RFC.
So just quickly, since we've talked about safety, David talked about safety, I'd just like to invite the team from Manipal Hospital here. Sir, Dr. Jitu, Hari, can you please join me? So Dr. Jitu is a specialist in emergency response and for both Manipal and the region, and he's here. He just wants to talk to you quickly. He spent a lot of time this afternoon understanding from me, what do competitors go through, to understand, what could happen. We have a few doctors here as well, but so I'll hand over to you. And Hari here, Hari heads marketing in Manipal Hospital, so he'll give us a little bit of a perspective on, what Manipal has evolved into in the country. So,
thank you, Krishna. Hi, good evening, everybody. I know all of us are really excited. I'm more excited than you guys. The way, the energy, what I saw this morning was really amazing. A few quick points. I know it's a test. What is going to happen for the next 7 days? Probably the physical, mental, and the skills. That's what we're going to test. The physical test, yeah, we can cope up with it. Even the mental also. Please hydrate yourself well. Drink lots of water, and mental test. Encourage yourself. That's the only thing. And otherwise, our medical team is always there. Backup. The ambulance is always parked in there. Any type of medical emergencies, anything, any help you want, you just let us know. We are there. The other thing, I spoke to Mr. Ashish this morning. I was very happy with the preparations and the backup. What with the experience over a period of years, what he has built up. It's really, really great. Really impressed. Last one point is the thing is avoid using any type of drugs. I mean, know that we will not be using it, but I'm just telling them not to use any type of drugs. Use all safety precautions. Anyway, that's the part of the rule. And the one thing, the new emergencies which we are recently facing is taking selfies. You know, that is one thing which is we are not able to avoid. Try to avoid taking selfies in a dangerous situations. That's the only thing. We are always there to back you up. All the best to all of you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
A very good evening to everybody. Like Dr. Jitu mentioned, it's the first time for me to actually see an event of this kind live. I've probably seen such things on television, so it's an equally exciting moment for me. I know you all have done many seasons, most of you all probably, and safety precautions, people have spoken enough. You've done your study and your preparations for all before you've come here, for naturally. Manipal Hospitals, I'm happy that I'm representing the institution. We've grown quite a lot in the last many years. Our recent acquisition of Columbia Hospital has made us the second largest hospital chain in India. With that comes more experience, more knowledge, a lot more into the picture, with which we are more equipped now to support this enthusiastic team and watch you all finish this season safe. So I don't wish you all to come to our hospital for sure. You all need to be safe. But in case if there is a necessity, our team is well equipped and we'll assure that you go home smiling. That's what I wish you all, and all the best. Enjoy the season. Thank you.
We have a request. Why don't you actually, instead of Marshall starting the time, why don't one of the competitors or the co-drivers can do it? Just like Malaysia. We want to avoid whatever. I think that thing makes sense. Instead of the Marshall operating, we should ask any one of the driver or a co-driver, anyone should be able to do it.
Sitting in the car.
They should get out. No, they should get out and do it. They should get out and do it.
The
Just like
officials
Malaysia.
are there, they've got 2 stopwatches, and please guys, no one's got an agenda, if that's what someone thinks. Forget, there's no agendas out here. We're there, we've got 2 stopwatches. You will be shown.
Why don't you have somebody doing parallel timing with us? They can start the stopwatch together, end it together.
You won't be able to do it every time, you know.
See, yeah, I mean, it's the reason why we didn't do it, and it's David who insisted that we don't do it, is because the co-driver or the driver jumping straight into the car after starting the clock and then coming back, hard braking, jumping out even before the car is stopped, running to stop the watch. It's all a very dangerous practice. There's so many, things which can happen there. That car can run off. You don't know if it's in gear, whether it's been secured, whether it's been switched off, and that's the whole idea. It was just to make it safer. But
you can make the car come to a standstill, obviously, then only you can ask them to get out.
Yeah, but you know what will happen. They just come, the belts, they'll open, they'll jump out straight away and stuff. So I think it's too late now, Prabhu, for us to hang the stopwatches and change all that. But I welcome all of you can appoint people from your teams who can be there. The marshal who's giving the start can call out, give the countdown so that both of you start your clocks together. And when the car comes back, he can, shout out and stop it together. You can match your timings. I mean, any such thing, we are really open to any scrutiny, any parallel this thing. But this jumping in and out just sort of makes it very, this thing, yeah.
Do you realise you'd be worse off for it? Because your co-driver would have to be in the car. He has to get out, he has to get back to the car. So if we make him run 10 metres from when he stops the watch, he could fall over, he could trip. It's costing you time. And then he'd have to get out of the car, run the 10 metres to the stopwatch, more time lost.
But it's for everyone, for everybody, not just...
No, he's saying if, let's say, your particular guy just slips, instead of the other guy being faster and jumping out. I mean, Chetan can probably reach that stopwatch faster than anybody else. But I mean, that's what I'm just saying very openly. I take the point, Prabhu, but we're just telling you why we stopped it. David was very clear when he saw that practice here. We did it only 1 year in 2014. He saw the practice and he was very clear we are not going to do it again. And that's why this whole mechanism of 2 clocks and this and that. I think beyond that, I mean, I'm just offering you any scrutiny, any checks, make a video, have somebody with a phone taking a video of the clock running, any kind of, you know.
We didn't have any problem with the timing till date. So because I carry my time always. Millisecond difference, it's 100%, you know, the start and finish will have some difference, but till date, no problem with the time. It's actually safe to whatever you
It's obviously safer, much easier for
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
Okay, hypothetical, right? Hypothetical. The co-driver has to be out of the car to start the watch. He has to be out of the car to finish the time. What happens if the start official says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go? The co-driver clicks the watch and runs. He hasn't started the watch. What happens then?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I can't forget the first year Vijay sir was competing and he came to the stage, started 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He got out of the car, started the stopwatch, came back and the car never started. He kept cranking, and the car never started. He never came back again. So things happen. So okay, anything else, guys? Any other questions? Any other changes? Doc had a question the other day about the branch from the tree and stuff, but it's very clear, Doc. That's not a penalty. The car needs to break the bunting. You hit a tree, a branch falls off, the branch falls on a bunting, the bunting breaks. I don't know where it was going. So.
Anyone else? You will find you'll have very little broken bunting because you know the bunting we use, we've used 1 roll and 24 stages, so breaking bunting will be very hard.
2 benches, different treatment protector can be attached. We did it.
Same question was asked
Because
today.
whether you use 1 winch or 2 winch,
The
car
point is
weight will be same.
Car weight is same on the same strap.
Okay. If you're winching, if you've got 2 winches, no problems. If you've got 3, no problems. But remember, every cable must have a cable dampener on it.
Yeah.
Every cable must have a tree trunk protector on it. So if you're using 2 winches to winch up something, you will have 2 cable dampeners, 1 on each cable, and 2 tree trunk protectors. 1 for each cable. You're not putting 2 hooks onto 1 tree trunk protector, and you're not putting 1 cable around, 1 dampener around 2 cables.
Actually, the mechanical reason behind it.
Any which ways the car weight will be the
Technically,
same. Whether you use 1 winch, 2 winch or 3 winch, your car weight will be the same.
What happens if you're talking safety, right? What happens if the tree trunk protector breaks?
That can happen. That can happen even in 1 winch.
Yeah, it can. But you want to use 2 for safety. So we're using 2 tree trunk protectors for safety.
Just 1 point. If 1 tree trunk protector will get break, the stress will be on 1 rope. And rope is like
each winch will have a tree trunk protector on it. Cable dampener on each cable. Talking
because we all have the minimum capacity of this strap is 3 tons, okay? And we all have the car of 2 tons on. We are already having using the over capacity of the 3 ton protector. And I have never seen any broken 3 ton protector rather than, like ropes are getting broken, but never seen.
It's just easy.
It's
Two
fine,
cables,
it's easy.
two dampers.
But I'm just asking about the
Two tree
logical
trunk protectors.
In fact, two winching going, it becomes a little less tension on the winch because the weight is distributed between the two winches.
The load is under.
Sir, but the angle is different.
Sam,
Angle different.
unless your two winches are married together, they will both be different. There's some giggle pins out there married with come-ups. There's some red winches married with come-ups or giggle pins. So they're not the same. One will be going faster than the other. So each winch, cable damper and tree trunk protector.
Anyone else? Anybody for any other questions?
How it happened last year, like by any chance in my first SS, if I happened to break my car, so can I go and report on the SS2 that I have broken my car, and in that state, like, are we following the same policy what we did last time?
Yeah, nothing changes. First SS of the day, as per your start order, you have to do it. If something happens in that SS, you've got all the time to fix your car. After you fix your car, you have to go to the SS you were supposed to do. But you don't have to go in your order. If the guy behind you finishes, the whole group has finished that SS, it's fine. You keep fixing your car, but then you go back to that SS and they will take you as soon as they can because they know you have to do more SSs. So that way you're not penalized. It's the same thing for us.
That particular SS marshal will decide that I can go to some other residence.
No, that also, Jalji, we are very clear. We will never want to break away a group and take some people to another SS. If there is a big pile-up and one group has started their SS and another group is also now waiting and some other SS is running light, we will come and move that entire group to the next SS, finish that and come back. Right? Because if we take one guy, then I know what will happen. Right? He'll go and do that SS. It may be relatively easy. He'll finish it. You will be waiting for your turn. You'll go into this SS. You might break in this SS. And you may, because of that break, not be able to do that easy SS. So then you will tell me that he got favored because he could do the easy SS. If he had gone here first, he would have broken his car and he would have not been able to do the easy SS. So we've been through all that, right? So it's better, all of you together, stay there, and then you move and stuff like that. If there are no more questions, just one other thing which is new, and we've had a discussion with some of you today on it, which is a document which we publicly released, announced, shared, the public intellectual property rights protection document, a notice kind of a thing. It's something which we've been seeing over the years. Digital media has grown exponentially. Eventually now we are seeing and pleasantly surprised with commercial use of RFC content on channels where people are earning ad revenue, and we are the ones who are spending all the money to make the event happen, and people are coming, filming it, making episodes, giving commentary, using our logos, and making money out of it. So we have to sort of try and control that. It's very important. It's very similar. I mean, I'm not saying our event is of the same scale, but it's very similar like any such event. You can't just go to an IPL match, film it, make your own episodes, give your own commentary and telecast it. So intellectual property rights have to be protected. We saw our logos last year on t-shirts, we saw our logos on trucks. So, you know, things have to be controlled somewhere. So we issued that public notice. So all of you signed a document today saying that you're free to take photographs, videos. If you're posting them on your own personal pages, Facebook, social media, please feel free to do that. But if any of you are using that content for a commercial objective, you have a channel which is aiming to get more and more subscribers, to earn ad revenues in the future, then please take our permission, and there will be a cost to a license we give you to use that footage. And since we had some feedback this year and it's a new concept which has been introduced, we've agreed a very nominal fee of 2,500 rupees a day for people if they want to get a license to use the stuff on a commercial channel. It's not that the money is going to make a big difference in any one of our lives, but it's just to acknowledge the fact that there is a value to this content. And if you want to film it for 2 days, it's into 2. If it's for 7 days, it's into that. It'll also help me because the people now who have to pay, I'm going to make sure no one else films as well. And they'll catch those guys and bring them to me. So hopefully this will pay for the whole RFC in future. So just be aware of that, that we've done that. If anybody else needs a license, you know where to find me. That's it, guys. Have good rest, and tomorrow morning, let's have fun at Zurich. Please pray for some rain tonight, please.
I